Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. So, today I'm actually optimistic about next week and the Fed inflation or the Fed interest rate hikes. Yesterday I was pessimistic because the GDP was higher than expected. But today, other numbers have come down that show the economy is slowing down, which makes me optimistic. No, I am not sadistic about the economy. I don't want people to suffer, and I don't want the economy to go into depression. But for the Fed rate hikes, we do actually need the economy to be tamed a little bit down. And these numbers are quite good. So I'm more on the 25 basis point hike, and I do think the Fed is going to slow down and even stop rate hikes, maybe sooner than we expected. What do I mean? Core PCE, which is consumer spending, excluding food and energy, only rose 4.4% from a year ago, and that is the smallest annual increase since October 2021 in like a year and 3 months. If you look at the PCE, September 2022, 5.2, October 5.1, November 4.7, December 4.4. So we are slowly coming down on the inflation. That's a very, very good number. That is actually the preferred number that the Fed actually uses. So they can actually see it coming down as well. They probably want that down to like 1 or 2, but obviously we're still very, very far away from that. But that is coming down, and since the PCE is actually coming down, the Fed is likely to relent or relent faster or just pause the inflation hikes to see like what their interest rate hikes will actually do to further your economy, because they don't want to go too far in one way and then have to reverse the other way, because that could just be a lot more trouble. Consumer spending dropped 0.2, and that points to an economy towards the end of the year that is starting to slow down quite a bit. And that's kind of what we want to overcome inflation. If consumer spending slows down, then companies can't charge as much. They will have to pull back on price. And during last month, I did see a couple of groceries start to get cheaper, actually. Eggs, obviously not, because there's this avian flu going around, but other things have definitely started to get a little bit cheaper, and the price increases have actually halted. Personal income increased 0.2% for the month, but since, products increased, at least PCE-wise, 4.4% from a year ago, and the overall inflation rate was still 6.5%, you are still on the losing side when you compare income to inflation. So basically, consumers did actually spend less in December, and that's despite the holiday season. And the gas price increases are actually easing, although December did get a little bit more expensive than November. So the thing is that with the PCE shrinking, with consumer spending shrinking, you can see that the economy is starting to lurch back, and that's what the Fed's goal was. And since the Fed has kind of achieved its goal of making the economy lurch back without too much hurt to the U.S. people, I would guess, I do actually think that they'll actually slow down on the interest rate hikes and see what further effects their interest rate hikes have on the economy. But these numbers are very, very good, very, very encouraging, and they show things going more or less back to normal. So I'm very optimistic. I think Bitcoin will rise higher next week because of this, and I do think the Fed will actually do 25 basis point hikes, which may actually take us to $25,000 next week. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.